Hey Soul Family, welcome back to the channel. This is the White Feather Tarot, and in today's reading we're taking a look at what do your spirit guides want you to know for 2025. This is the intention for the reading today. If you prefer to pick your piles using your zodiac signs, by the way, you will find it below. I don't want to say the name of it anymore because I heard from another content creator that YouTube doesn't prefer that we say that anymore. So I'm going to double check this information. That's a homework that I need to do, but until I figure it out, or if I figure it is true, we'll just call it down below. You know where that is. And yeah, you'll find a timestamp for that down below, which will take you straight to the part of the introduction where we shuffle your zodiac signs and find out in which pile it will fall under. Okay, also another disclaimer that I want to let you know about. Sometimes when you click on the chapters below to take you straight to your pile, you will find that the chapters don't always, is very rare, but it does happen. The chapters are not so accurate. For some reason, sometimes I believe this is something that YouTube will be working on, but sometimes they're not translated accurately. I would write the timestamps there, but then sometimes it's not translated. It takes on a timestamp of another video. It happens sometimes. So please note, if that does happen, you'll find the accurate one down there. Yeah, if you click on a chapter, it's not taking you exactly where it should. You'll find the accurate timestamp down there. Okay, so let's check out your cards for today's reading. For pile number 1, you've got the 58th hexagram with the keyword joy. For pile number 2, you've got the 60th hexagram with the keyword limitation. And for pile number 3, you've got the 26th hexagram with the keyword harvest. As always, if you prefer to pick your piles using your crystals, then let me add these right now. There we go. So for pile number 1, you've got the Aquamarine. For pile number 2, you've got the Unakite Jasper. And for pile number 3, you've got the Goldstone. So take a look at which one of these 3 piles you're the most drawn to, and this will be the pile for you here today. In case you feel drawn to more than one pile, maybe even all of the piles as mentioned, please trust your intuition. It's meant to take you to the pile you're meant to hear, or the messages that you're meant to hear, especially in today's reading. You know, your spirit guides talking to you about what you're meant to know in 2025. You might be able to understand exactly how these different piles are speaking to your exact situation, adding onto it, giving you a full picture of what you're meant to know. So yeah, trust your intuition, and once you're ready, you'll find the timestamps down there. Click on your times, which will take you straight to your readings. And please note that in a moment, I will be assigning different zodiac signs to each pile. If this is something that you like, please stick around. If this is something that you do not prefer, please pause the video and take as much time as you need. But if you prefer to pick your piles using your signs, then my dear soul family, as you know, this part of the introduction was created specifically for you, so you can do just that. The Capricorn, that's the second time it fell. I'm really wondering. Hold on. Okay, there it is. I did buy a new set of zodiac signs, and it fell on the floor and right under the second pile. So I'm going to leave it there. But I will tell you my observation and my message here. If you're here listening to this, this is a message for you. You know, this is, like I told you, this is the second time Capricorn it got a hit, and you can see a little broken part there after years of it being okay, a year all throughout last year. And this is the second time it fell. It's really weird. But I will tell you exactly my observation here. Pluto leaves Capricorn in, I think it was in November of 2024, and it's getting into Aquarius. 16 years. And we're leaving 16 years of Pluto being in Capricorn, and we're moving into 16 years of Pluto getting into Aquarius. That's a major deal. And there's huge changes. So I would tell you, whatever zodiac sign you are, if you got to this message, because not everybody gets to this part of the introduction. If you're hearing this now, you're meant to hear it, and it's part of today's reading. Do note, Pluto in Capricorn is like, I'm not an astrologer, but I will share what I've read from astrologers. Pluto in Capricorn, it means that we had to work hard to take ourselves out of the limitations we were going into in this past period of our lives, the last 16 years. You know, the more we worked hard to be more disciplined, that's Capricorn, right? Be more disciplined and, you know, have, put effort into what we needed to change, the more results we've seen and the better our lives became. It was more about putting in the effort, right? Putting in the effort to learn, putting in the effort to work our way out of something, and being patient but persistent. That was an important lesson that we will, of course, carry through moving into Aquarius. We're, as a collective, learn that part and move into Aquarius. Now, Aquarius is a little different. Aquarius energy, Pluto in Aquarius, requires us a new set of skills. And that's not just the hard effort that we're putting into things. Aquarius is more about having an open mind. Aquarius energy is a time where we'll be surprised and startled by the surprises and the new out-of-the-box things that we will see happening in our lives. Things like, you know, hey, look at what AI can do, and AI is going to do that. And sometimes it, because of the Aquarius energy, can bring new inventions and new things that we will love. And other times we'll feel like, oh my God, things are greatly changing. I mean, is this good? Is this safe? Is this okay? And we're hearing all sort of crazy things like, ooh, alien invasion, and all these crazy things. We're getting into Aquarius times, and that's just the beginning. Like, we started hearing about AI and all of this during the shadow as we're getting into Aquarius, right? Like, we're in the movement. So you can imagine how much of an open mind this will require, this new era. And so this new era is not about just discipline, right? Because it was the focus in that past era. In this new era, we need to be more open-minded. We need to adapt. It's not a time where we're like refuse things. It's happening anyways. So either we're flexible and we see how we can become part of the process, or we become inflexible and you know, like lose a lot of opportunities until we learn to be flexible, right? And everybody's going to learn to be flexible. And so it's about picking it up early and seeing how to accept the things that we don't like so that we can change it to the things that we like, and how to use these different things for our advantage. Like, for example, I heard Matthias de Stefano, if I'm saying his name correctly, said something brilliant that I loved about the age of Aquarius. He said, in analogy to what's going to happen, like the mitochondria of the cell. Long time ago, before we were here, before the cell was formed, the mitochondria lived a great life, and we're saying this simply, of course, until the cell came about and engulfed it. To the mitochondria back then, that would have been something that was, it might have felt to them, oh my God, it's the end of the world. There's a bigger power here. There's the cell. But then, as the mitochondria adapted and became the nucleus of the cell, right? Yes, it's becoming part of something bigger, part of our bodies. It runs our bodies. It's the new home, right? But as you know, when it comes to bacteria in general, they outlive us. If we're a good home for them, and by the way, I'm not an expert, I'm not a doctor, this is for entertainment purposes only. Please always listen to experts. I'm just sharing my opinion and what I've heard and what I personally understand, of course, as well, along with that. So when we die, they move to a new home, right? And so if we keep a good home for them, as I've learned from one of the doctors before, then we befriend them in that way, and they get to feel like we're a good host for them. They make us live healthier. But if they feel like we're a risk to them, and we're like constantly, for example, eating the wrong food, we're not moving, we're not being a good host to them. I've heard a doctor once say that they tend to want to expedite the process in order to find a better home. So everything in the cosmos wants to survive, including energy. And what I'm trying to get at is, this is not a loss of power, whatever the major changes. The AI is just an example. There are many changes that are going to happen. This is the era of Aquarius. Many of these things you will love, and it will be so out of the box, and it'll be things that improve your life. And some of these things you may not like at all. But remember, it's just Aquarius is Saturn energy. I know we keep talking about how Aquarius is Uranus. Absolutely true. But in the ancient past, Aquarius was Saturn. And so it's the age where many awesome things are going to happen, but also some things we may not like. And the faster you adapt, you know that book, Who Moved My Cheese? The faster you adapt, the faster you accept to change your situation better. Use that for your benefit. The better you are at growing in that age, growing, thriving, and being happy in that age. So I think if you stuck around and watched this is definitely a big message for you from your spirit guides. This is what I'm picking up as this Aquarius fell. Oh my God, this wasn't a reading, but I just felt I wanted to share this with you guys. So back to the signs. So for signs for pile 1, let's pick up 3. Is this 3? Yes. For pile 2, and of course for pile number 3. Let's see what we have. For pile number 1, we obviously have Aquarius, the signs Aquarius, Cancer, Leo, as well as Sagittarius. For pile number 2, we've got Capricorn, of course, Gemini, the signs Capricorn, Gemini, Scorpio, as well as Aries. And for pile number 3, we of course have Pisces, the signs Pisces, Virgo, Taurus, as well as Libra. And my dear soul family, these are the zodiac signs and their association to each of the piles in today's reading. Please feel free to pick your pile or piles, of course, using your sun, moon, or rising. I highly recommend you check out the 3. If they're dispersed and not just in one pile, you might just find different messages that you're meant to hear in the other piles that will complete the full picture that your spirit guides want to deliver in your reading today. So, if they're diverse in the different piles, grab a cup of coffee, cup of tea, a nice drink, some snacks. Keep me in the background and hear your message. Do something that you enjoy as you hear your message. I hope you enjoyed today's reading. And by the way, if you prefer to pick your piles using other placements in your chart, please feel free to do that. These are just different suggestions. Your way of picking the piles is the right way, especially right now. What resonates with you is the correct way for you now. Once you're ready, you'll find the timestamps down below. Click on your times, and I'll see you in your readings. Hi, pile number 1. Welcome to your reading. Today, we're taking a look at what do your spirit guides want you to know for 2025. Can't wait to do your reading. Oh, looks like I put this in the opposite direction. Welcome. By the way, these are the decks that I'll be using. If you're interested in knowing the names of any of them, you'll find that I always list them down in the description box for you guys. Also for today's reading, I would say if you're drawn to several piles, since it's a whole message for 2025, if you're drawn to other piles, I highly recommend you check them out. You know, you can keep me in the background and hear your complete message. Okay, so what do I see for you? I see this section right there with the tea leaves. Whoa, these are a lot. So let's take them. Never enough tea leaves. Tea leaves are always fun. And they're like little messages, but very powerful. Okay. So very quickly, let me introduce your pile to you. Your crystal is the beautiful Aquamarine. Your significator card is the 58th hexagram with the keyword joy. And if you've picked your pile using your zodiac signs, then in that case, the signs for this pile are Aquarius, Cancer, Leo, and Sagittarius. Welcome to your reading, guys. If these are not your signs, please don't worry about it. It's just another way for others to pick their piles as well. All right, so let's get straight into it and see what your cards are. We can even place this one right here. We've got all this needed space today. I made sure we have huge space so we can explore everything that your spirit guides want to say. So you've got release self-judgment. The card here says don't take anything personally. Let's see what it says on the other side as well. Even the opinions you have about yourself are not necessarily true. Therefore, you don't need to take whatever you hear in your own mind personally. Very interesting. Okay. You've got the astronomer. I had a feeling you were going to get this card anyway. Because when it was sticking out, I was like, is this the first card? Well, yeah, you did get it back. The astronomer. Okay. The astronomer, and you've got adaptation. It's funny, I was just talking in the introduction about adaptation and the astronomer because Capricorn broke today again. That's why I talked to everyone about it. Let me show you guys. Today in the introduction, Capricorn broke like a few weeks ago, and I was so sad about it. Never broke over the year or years that I've used it. And then today again, it's crazy. And I remembered at that point, and I told them that Pluto is leaving Capricorn. That's why I was like, we're leaving Capricorn. So, and getting into Aquarius. That's why I'm telling you all about this. If you want to hear that part of the introduction, you'll find it below. You'll find the timestamp for the zodiac signs. It happened right in the beginning. So you won't be going through the zodiac signs. Yeah, if you want to hear more about that, I was just telling them it's a time of adaptation where Capricorn during the Pluto time was all about working hard and the things that we need to do to take ourselves maybe out of the difficulties or heal. In this era of Aquarius is a time of being flexible-minded and learning to accept the many changes that are about to happen. Some things you will love, some things you may not like. Aquarius is all about surprises, but at the end of the day, the people who accept, adapt, and use the situation to their advantage are the people that are going to thrive. That's the reason I'm telling you about this is because you literally have astronomer and adaptation. And I thought about what happened, the big event that happened in the introduction. Okay, so yeah, that's an observation there that I see for you guys. But let's take a look at your tea leaves. Love the tea leaves. You've got eagle, and we just heard a bird, right? Interesting. So we've got eagle, and that was the crow or raven, right? So eagle with triumph over troubles, obstacles. Love this for you. Lovely. You've got the month of October. Okay, beautiful. You can see the fall here of the old and the coming in of the new. Okay, you've got ear and also here, because I looked at the ear. Ear, good news. Okay. And you've got bull. Do not back down from opposition. Show strength and fortitude. Yeah, the eagle, the bull. Wow. You've got basket, recognition, reward for merit. Pale, time to get out of a situation. Lovely. You've got younger man, dealings or relationship with a younger man. That young, new, fresh energy is how I'm translating this, since it's coming next to the astronomer, that new age, new, young, fresh age. And just like whenever a new generation comes, there are fresh new ideas. The older generation doesn't like the new ideas, but a lot of benefits come from it, as well as a lot of things from the past that are cherished that sometimes are lost. So you want to be careful with these two energies. Don't forget the Capricorn, but also like take with you the learnings that you've gotten from Capricorn. But this new age doesn't seem to be just about the hard work. Like hard work is always important, but I think this new age is, especially for you, is about work smarter, not necessarily hard. Our work ethic's important always, but it's about more working smarter, not necessarily harder. And you've got fan, romance, celebration, party. Okay, and you know what I'm thinking, work smarter, not harder? It's like the AI kindly assisting us, for example, kindly assisting us with the things that we used to work hard in, because using that sort of intelligence, but being flexible in, for example, how to use AI without losing ourselves, you know, without losing our power, learning to adapt and things like that. Okay, so we'll see how that fits into your reading. Let's take a look at your tarot cards. And with that, at least with the first row, we get a full, and the crow is really has a voice here in your message, something about spirituality, something about the unknown. I'm hearing it in your pile. I'm sure you can hear it too, I hope. But in any case, let's see with the first row, your full message, at least the initial message, full picture of your reading. So you've got the hanged bear, the hanged man. Looks like you're trying to reach somewhere this year. Trying to reach somewhere you love with the honey. Okay? Or you've been trying to reach somewhere at least. The star card. Yeah, there's definitely something you're hoping for, like a big dream for you. It seems like you're very focused on that this year. Your spirit guides are also focused on that. You've got pure joy. That's an extra card in this deck. And look, I got something here to tell you. This is card number 22. It's an extra card in this deck. Before it is card number 21, and that's the world card. So it looks like you'll be completing, being able to achieve this wish this year. There's a huge wish that your spirit guides are pointing towards. They're telling you you'll triumph and you'll be very happy this year because you will be able to get this huge wish, maybe in October. Look, because it's right next to recognition, merit for reward. Basket is symbolizing a huge abundance. Whatever that type of abundance is for you depends on your wish or your wishes. And so here, this is the next card after it. Not only are you going to achieve your wish, but you're really going to be happy. This is pure joy. You'll be jumping up and down because you're able to, Pooh is in the 3 cards, you're able to reach that huge wish or wishes. So that's a clear message here that we've been seeing throughout here. Good news, the basket, the triumph, definitely a strong message. Celebration, right? It's definitely a strong message in your reading, and I love this for you. You've got, look at that. There, Pooh was looking for the honey, and there it is. It'll be presented to you easily, by the way, with the Ace of Cups. We were just talking about how it's not about the hard work. Remember? Just right now, with that fresh new energy. So it seems to me that this year is not about working hard to get this wish, but is it like, it's easy. Is it easy? But does it not require something from you? Yes, it does. It says don't back down from opposition. I mean, is it easy effort-wise? Yes, it's easy effort-wise. Are there some challenges? Yes, there are some challenges. Are you going to make it? You're absolutely going to make it. And we're going to hear about these challenges now and what your spirit guides want to tell you regarding it. So this year is not your year of working hard. It's your year of taking yourself out of a difficult situation, overcoming it, being successful, and learning to adapt, learning to face your challenges head on, but learning to face them in the right way. So you've got the Two of Cups. Love this for you. So sweet. Okay. You've got beautiful card again, the Eight of Pentacles. Mastery. Gosh, the cards are so beautiful. You've got the Nine of Pentacles. Easy does it with the snail. Nine of Pentacles is a card of wish fulfillment again. So that's the third time you're getting the idea of a wish fulfillment. Third time, many times at this point, of wish fulfillment. But there's a huge emphasis on the snail in this card. Take it easy, slow but surely. Don't rush. Let's pull out one more card, and then we'll be pulling out more if we need. We've got the space today. And you've got the Seven of Cups. Wow, look at the number 1 here. It's definitely drawing my attention. Did you get recognition somewhere? I remember I read it. Yes, recognition, number 1. Reward for merit. There's something about that in the cards for you. So let's stop there for now. And then once I grasp the idea, I'll be able to expand as much as we need to. What is going on? Yeah, merit and mastery seems to be a strong part of your reading this year. Recognition, getting your dreams coming true. What a beautiful reading. But let's take a look at the other cards along with what I'm notably seeing. You know what we could start with? We can start with your hexagram. This is hexagram number 58. Let's open the guidebook to hexagram number 58 and see what it tells us about this hexagram. We might get a message about your year. It could jumpstart us about what we're seeing. Number 58. There we go. Number 58. This is your card. It's so beautiful, isn't it? Looks like you're in a transition with this. Is this a boat or an island? I think it's a boat. But in any case, it says joy in communication and attraction. So the joy hexagram is the 58th in the I Ching. It symbolizes lakes or marshes and also represents delight or the act of speaking. Now that's interesting. Did not see that one coming. Thank you. I did see hearing. Now we got hearing and speaking. This hexagram paints a picture of being externally gentle but internally strong and embodies charisma and allure. Ooh, love that for you. Let's dive into insights regarding your overall picture, fortune, relationships, and health. Guys, here we're going to read the overall. We're going to take a look at your fortune with this hexagram, your relationships, and your health. Let's get into it. As you can see, there are like 3-4 lines in each. So overall picture, we have the joy hexagram stands for delight and positive communication. During this period, success and smooth progress can be achieved through kind and harmonious interaction. So that's the first clue we see. It encourages people to engage with others with a positive attitude. That's why we've got a lot of engagement here, even within yourself, by the way. To be achieved through kind and harmonious interactions. And I do see a lot of people in your reading, a lot of interactions with others for sure here in your reading. Listening and sharing, which can help alleviate weariness and challenges. So that's really cool. Fortune, given that the joy hexagram relates to delight and attraction, it suggests that wealth and opportunities can come through collaboration. Thank you. Right. And networking. However, it's essential to be cautious and not dive too deep into business ventures or investments, as there might be some instability. Okay. Relationships, the phrase gentlemen discuss and learn with friends hints that in relationships, enhancing closeness and trust can be achieved through communication and sharing. That's why I've got here. The joy hexagram emphasizes sincerity and genuine interactions, crucial for establishing and maintaining bonds. Let's take a look at health, which is also Ace of Cups, by the way. From a health perspective, the joy hexagram might be associated with the mouth, throat, and respiratory system, and also the ear. They all come together. It's advisable to pay attention to oral health and any issues with respiratory traction. I would say also the ear. Proper communication and expression can also help in avoiding mental stress and emotional turmoil. You know, things work energetically. Not only are you advised to take good care, especially with the pale like the water, good hygiene in all of these areas specifically, but you know, energetically, if you want to say something, be more open to speak. If you should be a better listening, pay attention to that. And if you do breathing exercises, again, I'm not an expert, I'm just speaking energetically, both help out, you know, energy and physically. So I'm seeing so many things thanks to this hexagram. There is something strong this year about communication for you with others and with yourself. And it begins with yourself. Your spirit guides are saying, listen to yourself. And we're going to get to your connection with others. But that whole communication this year and how important it is, because there is the energy of other people in your reading, as well as yourself, it is very important to begin with listening to yourself this year. This is a year that you must listen to what your needs are. It begins energetically there. Tend to yourself and to the things that make you happy. Maybe you were busy in the past years taking care of others, taking care of your work, taking care of what needs to be catered to. And it continues to be the same this year, even with the Hanged Man. I mean, you're really trying to stand in front of whatever it is that needs your attention. But this year, if you want to have things done quicker, faster, smoother, you must listen to yourself. This is a year where you want to speak to yourself gently, especially in the areas where your inner child or you are suffering through. So don't judge yourself. Don't hate yourself with self-judgment here for not doing the things that are necessary. Be kinder to yourself and say, hey, I know we've wanted to take better care of ourselves in that aspect or in this aspect. This is the year I'm going to listen to you, and I will be very patient and understanding when you can't take care of yourself in these areas, but I will also encourage you and pay attention to making sure that I take care of you, i.e. myself, right? Yourself in these areas. So be gentle, but at the same time, make sure you listen to yourself properly this year, because listening to yourself properly will allow you to get yourself out of a situation much faster, or the difficulties that you're currently going through much faster. Imagine this is the year where you get to do what you like, and that energetically helps to take you to the very things you're trying to tend to. So, for example, let's say a mother needs to tend to her children and take better care of her children. It's important, of course, to make sure our children are taken care of. But you will see that if you pay attention to yourself as a mother, for example, you will be able to, these things, this advice is not just things that we hear and go, yeah, yeah, I know. It's for real. When you take better care of yourself, you have better energy to attend to your children, sometimes listening to your children with quality, with ear, with good energy, might give them the quality that they need, the sort of attention that they need, and that gives you even more time to take care of yourself. You see what I'm trying to say? And so this year, your spirit guides are saying you will see energetically how everything will change when you take care of yourself. What do you need to do to take care of yourself? Do you need to get back to a hobby that used to bring you joy? Do you need time off for yourself? Is there something that you feel guilty about doing because it's not the time, because you need to like take care of your studies, for example, better? Your spirit guides are saying, listen to us, listen to yourself, give yourself that little thing or that big thing that it needs, and it will take care of you energetically. So that's the first person you need to have a better relationship with this year. Don't ignore yourself or your needs this year. That matches that age of Aquarius of being more flexible, working smarter and not harder. That's how you enter the age, at least you in this pile, how you enter that age gracefully. It begins with you. Work smarter with, like, one of the open-minded ideas, out of the box ideas, is energy, right? Make energy work for you. And so it's not about like just working hard towards the things that you want. Sometimes energy can make it faster, right? And that's one of the ways you can match that Aquarius energy. So yeah, that's the first thing we're seeing. Oh, I just noticed something else. Do you see how like there's fire here, release self-judgment, and then the pale tells you to drop it? There's something about when you get all of this self-judgment to instantly drop it. Like, don't engage with self-judgment thoughts. I realize, like, just a note on the side, I realize how important it is to get the message. Like, if self-judgment is like telling you to, hey, why don't you ever change that in your life or anything like that, like, it's important to take the message of changing, but don't engage in self-judgment. Release it, take the message, drop it. Don't engage with this thought. It can come, if it wants to come, hello, don't engage with it. Yes, you're aware of the message, take the message and change it, but don't get engaged with this thought, like feeling bad, growing it, thinking so much about it. Don't overthink it. Just take the message and drop the judgment itself. Move on. Like, for example, if you find yourself embarrassed of something, you feel that embarrassment, take the message, right, next time I'm not going to do it this way. We're good. Just drop the embarrassment. Don't get engaged and don't get yourself into feeling all of that. Drop all of that and just know you're not going to suffer through it, because next time you're just not going to do it. That's it. And moving on from that point, don't think who's going to think that, what are they going to do the next time. Just drop it. And you'll find yourself being able to deal with situations better. So that's a very strong message that I just noticed here. I think I channeled another thought, like another idea hit me every time. I'm like, okay, that's it. I got another idea also. When something happens and others bully you with their looks, for example, or their judgment, don't join in that bullying and match these thoughts with them onto yourself. Balanced people will not feel the need to judge. And so if they're judging, they too have things that they have to deal with. Don't join into their own disturbances. It's for them to deal with it. Take the learning and move on. Okay. This year is full of events. It truly packs a punch for you. So It looks like you will be entertaining new ways of doing things. Especially this year, the Aquarius energy will be benefiting you a lot. Yes, we said step into it and match that energy, but also this year, it's not the year of Aquarius, I'm saying it's the year where we're like moving from Capricorn to Aquarius, as we've mentioned. That year is very different in terms of feels for you energetically, astrologically, and it's going to benefit you a lot. That young, new energy. It will help you be able to find a lot of joy in receiving the wishes that you want very easily. You know, it's like you're one of the people who gets to take the benefits of the new age, of that new energy I'm seeing. It will benefit you a lot. That shift, do you see the compass here? That shift of energy will be benefiting you a lot, specifically in this pile. And that's why you have joy. It will come for you, as we've seen in your hexagram, through your collaboration and connections with others. It's almost like people with different masteries levels connecting with each other, preparing a delicious meal together. So it looks like you will find a community of people and you will form a team with them of some sort, each one bringing in the mastery. And imagine that when each one has a perfect mastery in some area and another one in another, it becomes this perfect thing. Like, for example, let's say you are, as just a quick example, a great teacher. You're just a master at explaining a specific topic well. You understand very well how to place braces on the teeth in this masterful way, because this way you don't compromise the teeth itself. You know how to create space in the mouth. Yeah, that crazy example came to me because I was just listening to a dentist this morning. So yeah, just, you know, you got that sophistication. But then you meet someone who's super talented in something else altogether. They're great at marketing and online marketing, and they're like, you focus on that. I am brilliant when it comes to like doing all these savvy marketing things. I've got all these programs. I just understand the market. I this, I that. And on top of that, now you meet a third person who approaches you and says, you know, I see you so busy. I'm really good at getting things done. I just love managerial things. Would you hire me? You know, I get things done. Give it to me. I'll do it professionally. I'll make sure I cross the T's, and I dot the I's and cross the T's. You know, you can rely on me. And I would love to work with someone so talented like you to learn from. It would be great on my CV, and I just want to be part of your life. Would you please hire me? So you got someone who's doing all of that work perfectly. You've got the marketing done well. You are working well as a dentist. And then you come across this great company that supplies all the tools and materials you need as a dentist so well. Like, everything is of high quality. It's not that expensive. Maybe they get it from another country that excels in these tools and materials, but are not that expensive. I don't know, because they've got abundance of this material, this or the other. They're starting off and they can present these materials because they're not looking for that much profit. Let's not get into the details. I'm like really living the story. So all I'm trying to say, as you can see, the pieces come together. You're great at this person's great at the marketing, this person's great at all of the managerial tasks and management, this person's great at bringing the tools, the best tools. So it looks like a team of experts come together, and it doesn't have to be your work. Maybe this is not your work. Maybe this is you taking care of your family. And so this could mean in your case that you're great at taking care of your children. You find the perfect school that loves making sure they want to educate the children. Then you find a local place that sells all these healthy foods, ingredients, I mean, and it's not expensive, and so on and so forth. All I'm trying to say is like a group of experts coming together to make the perfect thing is what I see happening in your year. So I see your spirit guides saying that you will have great connections with the Two of Cups, with people, and that will lead to the perfect experienced people to come together to slowly make a wish come true. With that, you will see wondrous things that you never expected to happen. On top of that, you're going to get a lot of recognition this year. What you absolutely need to hear about that is great flexibility in hearing others, because I'm seeing fall here, which means when it comes to dealing with other people, there are pros and there are cons. The pros is the great things that each one brings to the table. The cons are when you do things on your own or when you're living alone, you get to do everything your way, right? You get to have everything suit just you. But when you're working with a lot of people, there are some things that are not perfect. I don't want to say compromise, but you'll find yourself, the more flexible you are, remember it's the time of adaptation and flexibility, the more flexible you are in dropping some things or adjusting some things, being able to host other people's needs as well as yours is vital this year, because together as a team, you're on the same ship going somewhere this year. So I see your spirit guides telling you with adaptation, good news, like the ear and the drop, like be very flexible. You'll have great relationships with these people, by the way. It's gonna, like, that's already in the prediction. It's gonna be great. It's gonna be very harmonious and beautiful and loving. But you'll find yourself needing to be flexible, no doubt about it. And your guides are telling you about your year to be more flexible and changing some things. Some things will be small, some things will be big, my dear pile number one. Some things will be big. So there are changes and things that will fall, but it's creating space for much more important things for you to come. Because at the end of the day, as you can see, this is the year where you get what the things that you've really were trying to reach this year happen. It will be presented to you easily. It's not about the hard work. Seems like the challenge here is about the things that you need to drop and change and adjust, maybe in yourself or in your surrounding or in your life, to make space for these people so that you are happy and they are happy. Remember, the reading started with you. You must be happy first before all of this is hosted in your life. Perhaps why your reading started with take care of you first. That's why it's so important now that we understand why your reading was so focused on, like, take care of you, and you will take care of everything else, energetically at least. But because now I see the more you take better care of yourself, the more you'll be able to make better decisions. You'll be in the energy of making better decisions of what to drop, how to drop it, how to change it, because you're already in the energy of taking care of you very well. And so it will be done mindfully. But overall, it's a year where you'll be meeting a lot of people. Your connection together will be of pure joy. Together, you're on a ship going in the same direction, overcoming great obstacles, taking everything out of your way, all of you together, to be able to reach your destination, especially you. Something that you really want is you'll get so easily. And you'll be able to finally triumph over the troubles in your life and obstacles. You'll rise high. And we did hear the crow or the raven at the very beginning of your reading. It's like it's an omen or delivering to you a spiritual message. You're going to make it. It's loud and clear. You're going to be happy this year. Just be flexible with you hearing yourself first and hearing others. And that's exactly what I see in your reading, my dear pile number one. I truly hope you've enjoyed it. And if you have, please give me a thumbs up. Subscribe to the channel so that you never miss a reading that I upload. And my dear pile number 1, I'll catch you in the next reading. Bye! Hi, pile number 2. Welcome to your reading. Today, we're taking a look at your spirit guides message, what they want you to know for 2025. Welcome to your reading. These are the decks that I'll be using. If you're interested in knowing the names of any of them, do note that I always list them down in the description box for you guys. Okay, your crystal is the beautiful Unakite Jasper. Your significator card is the 60th hexagram with the keyword limitation. And if you've picked your pile using your zodiac signs, then in that case, the signs for this pile are Capricorn, Gemini, Scorpio, as well as Aries. Ooh, welcome to your reading. If these are not your signs, please don't worry about it. It's just another way for others to pick their piles as well. Okay, I think we're ready. We've got all of your oracle cards on the table. Let me put your tarot decks to the side. Take your zodiac signs to the side as well. Let's begin your reading. So, you've got be impeccable with your word. It says, what? Realize, yeah? Realize the power of your word. So cool. Just a crazy thought. These kind of remind me of sinuses or something. The eyes and the sinuses. I don't know. We'll find out what it means as well in the reading. But here you've got your word is the power that you have to create. It is a gift that comes directly from God. Okay. Beautiful. Maybe it's not the sinuses. Maybe it's talking about how you as a person, you're really growing this year. We'll find out. Maybe it's both. We'll see. So you've got the priest. Beautiful card. You've got time. What an interesting card. You can see, the story of time as you look at these, at the archaeology of the ground. Yeah, the passing of time, the crystals. You can see the animals throughout time, the story of humans from one part of the land after the other as things go down. Yeah, there's a story of time here. You've got Earth. Your reading seems to be so deep. We'll find out why you're getting all of that in a moment, but let's take a look at your oracle cards. So you've got Dolphin, financial gain, usually coming from something you did in the past. Very interesting. Speaking of the past, I just bingoed this. Okay, you and Earth could be representing the earthly blessings that are about to happen. I think I should be pushing this a bit up. Right. You've got Ram, a stubborn, aggressive person. Right. You've got Skull, hidden secrets can harm you. You've got Pale, time to get out of a situation. You've got Purse, pay attention to your finances. If you ask me, look at that. There's like a lot of money coming into your life. They're positioned in the same way. I feel like, I'll tell you what I'm seeing with this right now. This is so interesting. Okay, as you get out of a situation, a lot of money gets in with you or something. We'll find out. So you've got success. You've got desk, pay attention to your work. So there are two things you need to pay attention to, your money and your work. There's a lot of success, it seems. I see you coming out of difficulty and money pouring into your life as you get out of this difficulty, which you will. Oh yes, the financial gain, right? You've got chair, empty, someone is leaving your life. You've got lily, spiritual love. How about we push them down actually, because we need space for the tarot cards. And look at that, leaving. Something strong that could have harmed you, maybe we're stubborn about, is leaving your life, and in comes money and a strong position waiting for you. You've got lily with spiritual love. Okay. And finally, you've got someone working against you behind your back. Is this like, that's not a coincidence. Something going on behind your back, and we're seeing in the inside of something, the inside of something, the inside of the earth, the inside of the face. You see what I mean? There's like, your spirit guides want to let you in on something when it comes to your year. And with the priest, you know, the priest, that very similar to the energy of the Hierophant, is the keeper of sacred knowledge, right? So I feel like your guides really want to give you in today's reading some important information. They want to let you in on something that you're not seeing, and you seeing the inside of it properly, not just the facade of it, will really help you take better decisions when it comes to your year. So let's take the scoop, get the scoop on that. You got the Page of Pentacles. You've got the King of Swords. The Eight of Swords. The Tower card. You've got the 10 of Cups. Beautiful. Right. The Page of Cups. We've got a little bit of nudity here, so let's cover it up for YouTube, for the rules. Right. This Page of Cups is so strange. This Page of Cups, as you can see, we can start seeing some nudity that I'm covering here. But you see, it's so weird. It's covered everywhere else, except in the most, what society would say is appalling part. It's like covering everything except the bold part that they're not supposed to, but you know, better to not show out, like a private part. Weird. That's an interesting Page of Cups. And what are they holding? Oh yes, that's incense. You've got the Queen of Wands. Right. Should we pull out one more card? Yes. Queen of Cups. Amount of court cards here. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Got a lot of people here. A stubborn person. Someone's working. A hidden secret can harm you. There's like energy here of people. What is going on? I think in your pile, your guides want to show you about a hidden secret. Maybe even a secret that has been hidden long ago. And it doesn't have to be pertaining to the people around you. Could be a secret that, for example, things like people in power have been hiding over the years. People in power in your company, or maybe in your city. I don't know, something like that. There's a secret here that your guides are going to show you in today's reading. If you know about that secret, you'll be safe in 2020, or you'll take the right course of action in 2025. So yes, I see your reading is pretty meaty. It's meaty in the fact that there's so much information about what you're guided to avoid. There's revelation of some secrets that you're meant to know about to take better decisions. There is information about your money and your success, your health, you name it. There's so much here that your spirit guides want to show you about your 2025. So Let's start with the good news. The good news here is that you will be able to take yourself out of a situation and be very powerful. So it looks like there's someone in power with the King of Swords. They're planning this year to start something new with the Page of Pentacles. Like they're starting a new page that is lucrative for them. They think they could entrap someone like you. They think, is that going to happen? Well, spoiler alert, the 10 of Cups shows that you're going to be absolutely fine. You're going to come out of the situation with a lot of financial gain and a lot of power. You're going to be so happy. So, but here is the advice. So let me first show you the picture and then show you the advice. Actually, you'll find out the advice in a moment together. But it seems like there's a person or a group of people. This could be people in power or people who think they have power. They don't have to be people in power of you. They could just think that they have power one way or the other. And it looks like, I mean, it shows it here. It spells it out here. Are you going to be okay again? Yes. But anyways, someone here is planning to start something lucrative for them. And it looks like they want to do that by benefiting off of you, they think. So thus the Tower card here showing their plans. And are they going to go along with the plans? Obviously, they're going to go along with the plans. Are you going to be part of it? You're not going to be part of it. And they want you to be careful. Let's take a look at what they want you to be careful with. Oh, we actually do. They say pay attention to two things. Pay attention to your finances, and I think pay attention to your work. Thank you. I mean, it literally talks about that. There's something about if you are pretty careful with your finances this year and your work, that you will find a lot of success in 2025. Spiritual love is showing you you're protected, you are loved, you're meant to grow. You're going to be absolutely okay. You're not even going to be part of this. So don't, and even if you don't pay attention to your work and your finances, are you going to get out of this? Yes, but maybe you're going to go through a Tower moment getting out of this, right? As you try to work hard. In any case, your fate is to be happy this year. So the advice is don't go towards the 10 of Cups the hard way. Go through it the easy way. In any case, these people are not going to be able to entrap you. You are destined to be happy. And so to take yourself out of this whole situation and not have to go through whatever plans they have here, because it's so hidden. Look at all of the covering. I think this Page of Cups specifically, and the way it's depicted in your reading, it kind of shows like they have everything hidden except the fact that they're appalling. So, and that's not to judge nudity, that's just reading the cards symbolically, right? So here I'm seeing you're, in order to avoid being limited during a time when other people are hiding so much that they're stubborn and doing things for their favor, be careful with your finances and your work. These are two things you're guided to pay attention to this year. So if you have important things that you need to attend to when it comes to your work, do that. Are there important things that you've been putting on the side that you haven't been doing? It's time to do it, you know? Are there big projects that you want to do but haven't started because you're always attending to the urgent things? It's time to begin them. It's time to pay attention to them. You need to have a proper plan this year when it comes to your work and the things you want to achieve. You have to pay attention to these things and not just put them in the back burner. You need to go, right, 2025, what do I need for my work and finances? These are my goals. These are the things that I need to do. And you need to have like a checklist and make sure that you are properly following these two closely. Because if you do, you're going to be super successful. Success is written in your reading in any case. But it's like two paths. Are you going to go there the hard way, or are you going to go there the easy way? This one is in your own hands. What you do after receiving this information that your spirit guides are showing to you. What you do with this information is going to determine how smooth your path is. In both cases, you're going to have success, you're going to feel the love, you're going to feel the luck, you're going to get money and a powerful position in your life, and you're going to be very happy. That's evident, but it's how you're going to get there. That's the situation. Your reading wants to show you that over time, many things have happened when it comes to people in power and the sort of, I think power, the sort of power and resources even that others were able to achieve, many of which you may not even know about, is not evident to the naked eye. And with this sort of power, you might find this year that many things changes around you. Things that you are so used to may change. But a lot of it to your favor, by the way. And with these changes, you will find people with new powers, bigger powers, taking drastic decisions like going, we're going to do this, we're going to do that. And if you are careful, you're going to be one of the lucky ones to get out of these situations like soap, glue, like soap, easily, wham, out of it. You might find others sticking to it, but you might be one of the lucky ones to glide out of it. Queen of Wands, I think here is you. You will come out of it, no matter how appalling this is, out of it with great power. You might not know who these people are with all of the covering here. What's the source of all of this? But your guides are showing you these are people with great power. They look normal on the outside, or they look like they're not it, but there lies deep secrets on who specifically these people are and what they're capable of doing. You need not, that's why I've got the x-ray here all over. It's like, so the power of your word, or the power of your own discipline, the power of keeping your word to yourself will be the biggest power you can give to yourself this year in front of this huge opposition. And you know you won't have to go through this limitation. It's like the limitation is there. Is the limitation that you you put on yourself by choice, like being disciplined, aka being disciplined, or feeling the limitation on the outside. You know, you get to choose how to maneuver this or how to use this energy to your favor. So yes, so keep your word to yourself. That's very important. In either case, whether you do keep your word to yourself or not, you're going to go through financial success. You can see it here. And you're going to go through success in work and position. And I keep telling you, it's about the how, not the what in this reading. Yes, so that is what I am seeing. You may not know entirely this year who these people are, but it's not important to know who it is. You will feel the effect of it around you. And in any case, the Eight of Swords is a card of not being stuck. It's the card of thinking that you are stuck. That's the Eight of Swords. There are limiting beliefs. So you don't need to be entrapped in their maneuvers. It's a choice. If you are careful and the cards literally show you what your guides are showing here, if you pay attention to these two areas, you will be absolutely fine. But you will find some things that seem appalling this year. You won't know with the covering of the faces where it's coming from and who is doing these appalling acts. In your point of view with the Page of Cups, you will feel like it is packaged in the idea of, oh, we're doing this for love, you know, because we care about you. But you know it's appalling. Given you will be powerful though, whether this is towards the end of the year or you from the very beginning feeling that power. You're not going to be subjected to whatever this is. And I have good news here for you as well with the Queen of Cups. It seems like you two, for some reason, there's something about they too won't see you, you know? You're going to be happy with the Queen of Cups, powerful, doing great, enjoying your life with the Queen of Cups. And just as you can't see them, also, they won't be able to see you. It's kind of like you'll slide out of this whole situation feeling happy. You won't be subjected to it. You're going to be strong and happy. And they won't be able to kind of like something like they won't be able to know about you and thus won't be able to try to take something from you or whatever this is. Yeah, that's what I'm seeing. So good for you. Try to avoid the longer path. All right. Now it's time for us to take a look at your hexagram number 60, and find out more, like a more in-depth message of what your spirit guides want to show you. Hexagram number 60, and this is what your beautiful card looks like. So it says limitation and balanced boundaries. The limitations hexagram is the 60th in the I Ching. It's represented by the symbolism of water in a marsh, conveying the idea of setting boundaries or defining limits. This hexagram embodies the principles of establishing limits, appropriate adjustments, and equilibrium. Here's a concise understanding about your overall picture: fortune, relationships, and health. Yeah, I'll tell you like 2-3 lines in each so you have an idea of what we're looking at here. So, overall picture is the limitation hexagram signifies appropriate boundaries and balance. It suggests that there might be a need in one's life for adjustments and the setting of certain limits. Exactly. So, it also says, through such equilibrium and tweaking, harmony is maintained and goals are better achieved. However, excessively limiting oneself could lead to challenges. Yeah, like don't overdo it. Take care of yourself. Make sure you're okay. But yeah, make sure you set these boundaries. Fortune, it says, the saying that through proper planning and systems, you see that again, financial situations benefit without harming others, indicates that in financial management, appropriate restraint and planning are paramount. It's unbelievable how they're like exactly matching. So, relationships. The limitation hexagram in relationships embodies the right boundaries and balance. Of course. So, the advice to stay away from external influences or to protect oneself might be wise in some relationship contexts. Yet, excessive isolation or avoidance could bring about issues in interpersonal connections. Yeah, so make sure you've got that balance in relationships. Boundaries, don't isolate yourself either. Health. For health, the limitation hexagram reminds individuals of the importance of balance and right adjustments. Too much or too little of anything might negatively affect one's well-being. Proper diet, exercise, and rest are keys to maintaining good health. So that's one of the strongest messages that your guides want you to know about 2025, a proper balance and boundaries in everything. Proper boundaries and balance in everything in your life will really make this year flow beautifully for you. Are you going to be happy this year? Guys, these are just guidance. This is just guidance and advice. Are you going to be happy? The 10 of Cups answers it for you. You're going to be very happy this year. This is a beautiful year for you. But make sure you go about it with balance and discipline as well. Enjoy the year, but do the right thing for yourself. There's something about financial gain that you will be getting by time, you see, from something you did in the past. And we do see the passing of time. Earth suggests the great resources that the earth can give you. So I'm going to put these 3 cards together by asking about them. What are we seeing here with earth, time, and financial gain? The dolphin card, please. For pile number 2. So you've got the 8 of Cups, the Queen of Swords, the Knight of Pentacles, the amount of court cards. This is another thing I must ask, because I feel like your guides are really making me pay attention to the amount of people in your reading, and I haven't, and it looks like I haven't picked it up. So that's another thing I'm going to ask in your reading today before we wrap it up. Why are you getting so many court cards? There's something I'm not picking up. Okay, so anyways, back to this part. Let's just to do it in an organized way. This reminds me of, not Maida's, what's her name? It'll come to me now. You've got the Temperance card. What's her name? Medusa. Yes, Medusa. Right? I mean, if you, sorry, kind of look at it, kind of looks like Medusa, right? And even here, the hair, if we're going to put the cards together, kind of reminds me of Medusa as well. So there is something about Medusa's story when it comes to this. And the Queen of Swords is power as well. You know, Medusa, if we just look at the fact that she was, if any man would look in her eyes, they would turn into stone. And we're seeing all these people, perhaps the ram here could be a powerful person looking into the sort of financial gain that you're going to get. Think here, this is something I haven't paid attention to. If we look at the position of the card here, looking at something, there's something about money growing for you this year. Yeah, maybe time means you have either invested something and over time is growing for you, or you've worked hard and you're growing in your career and that's making you get more money. Something like that. In any case, with Earth, this is a lot of abundance. And just picking up on the idea of Medusa, first of all, it looks like it's showing that all of the wealth that you're getting this year, despite what's going on with these people, nobody's going to be able to touch or take that money from you. That power of turning that look, you know, if you look, if they, anyone like, oh, look at that money, bam, they can't touch it. There's something about we're protecting your money this year. With all of the changes going on, remember our message to you at the beginning of your year. Nobody will be able to take your resources from you, because if they got power in the earth, there's something bigger. We're protecting this for you. Nobody will, if they attempt, they will be frozen. There's something about your money will be very well secured and safe. Nobody will be able to touch it. It's almost like when they try to take action, they go, oh, but if we do that, then maybe our position will be halted. Or there's something around your money that if somebody tries to take it, they just won't be able to. There's something of that sort. So that's so lovely to see. Like, no matter how much power they have, and they will see just how much you're going to make, because look at the crystals here, and they will see your potential, they will not be able to touch your money. So that's a strong message coming from your guides here. Also, now let's read the cards themselves. 8 of Cups, Queen of Swords, Knight of Pentacles, and Temperance. Eight of Cups. You can see here with the Knight of Pentacles and the Queen of Swords. Temperance, manifestation. Knight of Pentacles is hard work. So you will start seeing the manifestation of your hard work. So that's what we're seeing in the past position here. So whether this hard work is work that you've done, whether this is slow investment with the Knight of Pentacles, whatever this means to you, you're going to start seeing so much manifestation this year. Remember this reading. Remember when this happens, I told you here. You will start seeing a lot of manifestation happening because of your hard work this year. Your great planning, your intelligence. Also, the Queen of Swords could be your expertise. All of that is going to be very fruitful. It will reward you with a lot of manifestation, specifically wealth this year. 8 of Cups. Are you going to be leaving something? Well, let's see who's playing the role here in the 8 of Cups in your guidebook. Right. So it says, Ulysses returns to Ithaca in the guise of an old beggar. Thanks to the divine intervention of Athena, protector of the arts, right? The idea that you're protected and your work is protected, your hard work, your craft. Protector of the arts, battle strategies and wisdom. I'm just picking up energetically also your strategies, your wisdom, your intelligence, your expertise. In any case, on his long journey, he is supported by a stick, which helps him on his way. His path is lit and outlined by a shining moon. I love this for you. Freed from the trappings of everyday life. Yes, the trappings we've been seeing. The traveler can move forward, now unburdened by the weight of human affairs. Exactly, you're unburdened by anything that's happening here. Do you see how your cards are just keep being consistent in what they're showing you? Unburdened by the weight of human affairs. In the background appears his beloved Ithaca. Yes. Is there somewhere you want to go or return to or something? Something that you love that you want to return to, maybe? The city of the spirit and distant loves. The longing for a destination. There's somewhere that you're longing to go. Either go back to or longing to be part of and go to. You're going there this year. You're reaching your destination, my dear pile number 2. Really, this was such a beautiful reading. Finally, the court cards, I'm not going to forget, because I feel like your guides were trying to show me something here that I wasn't paying attention to. Let's ask once and for all, what is the energy of all these court cards, these people that you're seeing here? What is that energy? Am I missing something? Spirit guides of pile number 2, am I missing something? What do you want to show us here, please? Ace of Pentacles, the Sun. So Ace of Pentacles. The Three of Wands. You've got the Six of Cups. And the Hierophant. Of course, the Hierophant here is represented by Chiron. Oh, so sorry. There we go. The Centaur, the Wounded Healer, the Priest and the Hierophant. That seems cool, significant. I must have missed something here. Okay. The Court cards. Your guides want you to pay attention to the people you're going to meet this year. That's for sure. The Sun. They want you to see this. Don't shy away from looking at the different characters and the different type of behaviors that people are going to do this year. With the wounded warrior, the wounded healer here, especially with the Six of Cups, it could be trippy because this person is tripping. To watch the behavior of what these people are doing without getting entrapped in the game. The funny thing I'm noticing is that your spirit guides are saying, don't run from these people. In fact, with the skull here, you're meant to look even deep within them. Look inside them, like inside their psyche, inside, look at what they're doing. And I think it's trippy because one wants to put behind that negative, toxic energy and move past it safely, and that's that. But I think what I haven't been seeing that is very healing for you, especially to your inner child, to take this as an opportunity to learn. Your guides don't want you to run from these people. Yes, you want to protect yourself and don't go fight with them, obviously. But don't run from that energy. Face it inside of you and look at what these people are doing. In fact, this is more like take it as an opportunity to enlighten yourself with things that could be healing to your inner child. And instead of running from that energy, look at it boldly. Like it's looking at you, look at it boldly. And learn from that situation. Sometimes being bold and facing things like your fears, or even, dare I say, learning from that opposite energy that you don't like, makes you a better, stronger person. There's a yin and the yang and the yang and the yin, and it's something that we learn. Remember the balance? There's something about balance here. Keep your boundaries, but learn. So there's something that our teacher used to do in class back then that was, speaking of trippy, that was very trippy. Whenever we had controversial discussions in class, she would instantly create the debate by putting us in the opposite point of view. And it started becoming us having to win points or get points by now looking deep at the other side's point of view and planning as a group together about what these other people are going to come up with. How can we win this other side? And she would always say, you can never win a debate until you fully look into the other side's perspective. Sometimes this will help you win the debate, and at other times it just might teach you the flaws about your own and to change. Whether this is going to lead to you winning it or fully changing to the other side, or maybe forming a totally new perspective, a balanced one or a totally new perspective. This can only happen when you fully immerse yourself into the other person's or other point of view fully, pretending to be it for a while. So there's something about, although it's trippy, to go ahead and learn from this situation. Don't let any energy make you afraid. And getting into an energy does not mean living in negativity. It just means learning from it. What are these people doing? What can you learn from what they're doing? Are you supposed to do it in the bad way that they're doing it? No. But there's something about focus on the people this year. Focus on these people. What are they doing? What is this power that they're throwing out? Maybe you can learn something about that power. Maybe it's going to be that power that gives you power here with the Medusa energy we're seeing, right? Maybe you can learn a thing or two about protecting yourself and the innocent people involved in this. So be bold, look inside these secrets, look within, don't run, and learn from what these people are doing, because it's vital to your healing journey. It's that yin in the yang that will help your own inner child heal and become powerful. This is an opportunity to illuminate yourself, and it's very important for your 2025. So whenever you see behavior that disgusts you, that you hate, that you find impulsive, appalling, right? This is the time to sit, look into that perspective, pretend to be them for a while and see how they think, what's their psyche, what are they thinking about, what their plans are, what would they do next, why they've done what they've done, what are they gaining from it. You might just learn a thing or two. Heal also your situation, your inner child, and learn something valuable. You don't have to do it necessarily in their way, but you just might get a great perspective. And that seems to be a powerful message that I wasn't seeing, that your guides want you to know about in 2025. Okay, so that was your reading, my dear pile number 2. It was wonderful spending time with you. I loved the depth of how your reading took us and all the details. I told you your reading was quite meaty. So this was your reading. I truly hope you've enjoyed it. If you have, please give me a thumbs up. Subscribe to the channel so that you never miss a reading that I upload. And my dear pile number 2, I'll catch you in the next reading. Bye. Hi, pile number 3. Welcome to your reading. Today, we're taking a look at what your spirit guides want you to know regarding your year 2025. These are the decks that I'll be using for your reading. If you're interested, as always, in knowing the names of any of them, you'll find them listed below. But very quickly, let me introduce your pile to you. Your crystal is the beautiful Goldstone. Your significator card is the 26th hexagram with harvest. And if you've picked your pile using your zodiac signs, then in that case, oh, look at that. The signs for this pile are Pisces. Oh, this one moved as well. I'm going to take it. Pisces, Virgo, Taurus, and Libra. Welcome to your reading, guys. If these are not your signs, please don't worry about it. It's just another way for others to pick their piles as well. Okay, so let's take a look at your oracle cards first. You've got be impeccable with your word. It says create a beautiful dream. On the other side, it says your word can create the most beautiful dream, or your word can destroy everything around you. Impeccability of the word only creates beauty, love, and heaven on earth. Interesting. I have a feeling like this year is the year you're going to be able to achieve your dreams, but it depends on how you say things or the words that you keep to yourself. We'll find out. You have flight, and we have different wings here, and it's kind of like it doesn't matter exactly what path you take. It's that you take a path this year towards the thing that you are that you want to achieve. So it's almost like don't think too much about what's the perfect way to get there. Think about that you want to get there. It doesn't have to be perfect. Any way will get you there. Just get into beginning the journey of creating the life that you want for yourself. So, ooh, look at that. You've got the warrior. Beautiful. And now let's take a look at your tea leaves. So, you've got mountain, major challenge to overcome. Tortoise, slowly but surely getting ahead. You've got teapot, deep friendship with someone of the same sex. There's something about friendships and connections this year, the energy of people in general that I'm seeing in every pile. Of course, every pile has something different, but I have noticed that. And you've got apple, temptation will test you. All right. You've got success. It's the same card that popped up in pile number 1. Yeah, so if you're drawn to pile number 1, I highly recommend it. This is a huge deck. So you got success and you got box. You will receive a gift. I love this energy for you. Right, so this is the our initial cards. Let's take a look at your tarot cards. And we'll place the first row. Whenever we need more, we can always pull out more cards. So, you've got the 3 of wisdom. The 3 of wisdom is the wands, yes. The 3 of wands. You've got the moon card. And look at the bats here. We've got a bat wing right there. There's something about maybe, yeah, the moon cards. You're not seeing how, but you're getting there. Maybe you don't see how now, but you're definitely getting. Look at the arrow upwards. You're moving towards success. There's growth in your year, whether this is you or the things that you want to achieve. You've got the Hierophant, and look at that. There's a strong prediction in your reading today. So I guess your guides want you to know some important predictions. They want to show it to you now, and they want to let you know in on some important things. They want to guide you on how to harvest, get the best out of your year. You've got the 5 of Cups. You've got the Death card. Look, it's like the end of debt or something. Yeah, end of debt, end of trouble, something exploding. So that's really good. All right. You've got the 4 of Cups. Okay. You've got, oh, look at that, the Star card. And you've got, look at that, the Girl of Currency. And that's the Page of Pentacles. It looks like it's the new page, a new beginning for you to be very wealthy. It's in the cards here. I mean, it looks like there's a lot of success, a lot of attention with the Star card, a lot of attention, you know, 10 million followers. This is talking about attention. This we do see success here. So if you work, then it looks like there's a lot of attention on you this year and a lot of success, a lot of money. Also, there's a passport here, so a lot of traveling as well. A lot of great experiences with the camera. Lovely, lovely year. So, ooh, there are 2 more cards. And they're falling right under the 5 of Cups, which is great because I was really wondering about them. Right, so you've got the Chariot. Oh, split of path or something. Let's see. And you've got the Boy of Intuition. This is the Page of Swords. There's a split here. There is a split here. And with the Boy of Intuition, this is a split that you are going to make. With intuition here, it's going to feel very spiritual. You're going to split from something by choice. This is not like something, this is not you breaking up with someone unless this is you wanting to break up with someone. This is you going your own way, carving your own path. There is, it's like it might not feel that good in the moment, but you're the one choosing here with the Page of Swords. You're like, you know, that's the right thing to do. So I'm going to try to get more information here, because if you're already wondering, hey, what's that? In what area of life, please? Is the Five of Cups here for pile number 3 before we begin your reading? Because these did fall out. So it's a fallout of some sort. In what areas of life is this, please? What do you feel? Because you're taking that decision. You're like, you know, that just feels right for me to go my own way, to carve my own path. What is that? 8 of Intuition, 8 of Swords. Oh, you know, this is like, these look like syringes, like a vaccination for something, being immune to something, perhaps. 10 of Cups, a lot of happiness. All right, and you've got the Sun card. Is this health, maybe? Not sure. Let me think about it. In what area of your life? Ten of Cups is like really something that makes you very happy. But it looks to me like, you know how the vaccine gives you a little bit of something so that you have immunity for it? So there seems to be a split. The split is like the vaccine. It's not a huge deal in your life. So that's probably why the 2 cards came out very quickly to explain it. It's not such a big deal, the split. So don't think, oh no, am I splitting from this thing that I love, from this person that I love? No, that's not what this card is talking about. Just like the vaccination, it looks like, yes, you are taking a decision for sure, but it's not a, you will find out once this happens, when you do take the decision, because this will be intuitively guided for sure with the Boy of Intuition here. But you will get an idea with the Page of Swords. Why don't I do this little hard thing, or what I perceive as a little hard thing, maybe for a little while, maybe without that sort of intensity. So it could be time, it could be intensity of it, it could be anything like that. Why don't I limit myself with the 8 of Swords from something a little bit, so that it leads to ultimate happiness and great health, or the vibrancy of it, you know? It's exactly like, for example, fasting. You split from food for a little bit of time so that your health gets better, and so that you feel in general happier. And this is not nutritional advice. I'm not an expert, just giving you an idea of an example of what this little energy could be. So with the 5, oh, you know what? If we look at the Death card and the deaths, I have an example for you. So this could be, for example, restraining from overspending for a while to pay off your debts properly, which is, by the way, a great one of the big things your guides want to talk to you about here. But just if we were going to take an example, restraining from spending for a while so that your health, your financial health is strong. So you see what I'm trying to say here. It's not a big deal, don't worry. But there's something about you taking a different path than the path you usually take, whether this is temporary, because, you know, for some of you, you could be going back, just healthier. Just healthier. But you're going to feel like this is the right thing to do. So there's a little bit of a split of an energy, a little bit of a split from an energy, from something in your life that you really enjoy, so that you become strong and immune to the part of it that could be hurting you, right? Yeah, that's what I'm seeing here with the 5 of Cups. Your guides are saying, once you reach this conclusion, which is going to come naturally with the Boy of Intuition, you're going to you're going to have your third eye open up to a new idea. You thinking, oh my, everything in your year is going to lead you to that conclusion of you going, you know what, I don't have to like cut this thing from my life altogether, but there's some form of discipline happening with whatever you enjoy so much, because that's the 10 of Cups. This is something that you love so much. You're reaching a conclusion of going, you know, this is not about fully restraining myself from enjoying this in my life, but this is more about building health to enjoy it better, or building immunity to enjoy it better. This is not about overindulgence, perhaps. It's more about learning to be stronger while you enjoy that energy. Yeah, that's what I'm seeing here. Taking a different route from your usual when it comes to something that you enjoy. That's very strong here. And you can even see it in the Four of Cups. Here, not picking up the calls. Four of Cups suggesting something like meditation. It's the same energy throughout. Your guides are saying, don't worry, you're going to find out exactly what this specific thing is. But in general, there seems to be an energy about do the right thing for yourself. This will require some form of refrain from many things in your life, by the way. It's like if you want to, let's say one of your big goals this year is, I want to succeed in my work, which hint, hint, you are. We're going to get there in a moment. I must refrain from the phone, you know, picking up my phone all the time, or taking too many breaks, or not doing anything about it at all. So the refraining here, the Four of Cups, you know, the refraining here is doing what is necessary over what you feel like in the moment. Because there's the hearts here, There's a strong energy about do what is right for you this year. Whether this is in your debts, the things that you have to pay for, the savings that you want to do, the time that you want to put into what is important for you, the time you want to take out of what's ruining your life. Moving away from, maybe could be people that aren't respecting you, not picking up their calls. If they're not respecting you, or respecting your time, or respecting you as a person, you know, there seems to be a theme in your reading about refrain and move away this year from the things that aren't serving you, because this will greatly serve you in achieving, because your hexagram is the harvest, you know, this is a year where you put in the seeds and it grows exponentially for you. This is your year of harvest, so make the best out of it. Don't waste this year in particular. It could be full of temptations, but this is the year you want to give your back to these temptations and give your attention instead to the things that you want to achieve in your year. This year, more importantly than any year of your life, is the year where whatever you put your attention to with create a beautiful dream, you will get the harvest of. Imagine this year as a magical year, a magical portal for you. This is a year where you put in, plant an idea, and it just comes true for you. Let's say it's a year of energetic promotion, right? Wouldn't you want to get the best out of that year, to make use out of this promotion of spiritual manifestation? Like you put in that, you just put your attention there, and it's a year where you grow, your money grows, your success grows, because look at that, it really does show that. Whatever you're going to put your attention to, because it looks like social media here, and social media is what? Attention, right? So whatever you put your attention to just grows tenfolds for you. Or unless this is talking directly to you, like you have social media, or you're into marketing or anything like that, it looks like there's great growth for you and it's leading to a lot of money. So you can see this is a year where whatever you put your attention to, my dear pile number 3, is going to lead to so much abundance, so much opportunities. And so with teapot, that's the tea. That's what they want you to know about. That's the information of this year for you. It's a year full of surprises and success if you decide to open that box for yourself. And it is done by first creating a beautiful dream for yourself. And so to make use of this year, it's full of spirituality for you this year, full of magic. Your guides are literally telling you, with the Hierophant and the Moon here, the cards, use that spiritual energy for yourself. Just like the magic of tarot, the magic of candle, the magic of the energy, the word, whatever you're going to use. But what I'm seeing here is first create a beautiful dream. This literally translates, in my opinion, to drawing or writing down exactly what you want to achieve this year. Don't miss that. And it doesn't matter in which way you're going to decide to go. Like there's no limitation here on which way to go. There are many paths. Just pick one that you're comfortable with and go after it this year. Go after that fruit. Go get it. Don't rush. You can see with the tortoise here. Take it easy. Especially when you feel like, oh, these are major challenges, or this is big. This is so big. Don't worry about it. You can have whatever big dream that you want. Your guides are showing you. It doesn't matter. If it feels overwhelming, just like a mountain, take it step by step, and you will be surprised to see that you reach the top. Just go for it. Don't think too much about, oh, is this perfect? Is this the way? Just, if you're so confused about what to begin, just start, is what I'm seeing here with flight. Each one will take you in a different way, but it's going to take you anyway. Yeah, the warrior. This, for you, this year requires effort. My dear pile number 3, it definitely does. It requires you to put effort in many things, like focus on, use that year to focus on paying off all of your debts, on standing strong, standing your ground, not indulging in whatever is harming you, hurting you, and so on. Because just like we've seen with the immunity, if you refrain a little bit from whatever it is that is it a person, is it money, is it like spending money, is it food, whatever it is, if you refrain a little bit, you'll find that energetically it's going to become easier, and you won't be craving. That's what I'm looking for. You won't be craving that energy anymore. It's going to be so easy. You get to enjoy it without the craving. Yep, that's exactly what I see here. That's why you've got temptation will test you. You got to stand your ground for a while this year. Your spirit guides are saying, take it easy, take it slow, and don't let temptation pull you back. Stand your ground until you feel like, hey, I got this. You know, like for example, sugar, if like, let's say you want to cut sugar out of your life. So when you actually do take it out of your life for a while, you're going to find that you stopped craving it. And it's the same for everything else. Let's say you spend a lot with the debts here. If you refrain from that habit, you'll find yourself not craving wanting to spend that much anymore. It's only when you tap into that energy that it just starts happening. So refrain, just like immunity. Cut off all of these energies for a while, and then you'll find that it just works out much easier than it used to. But let's now talk about the great success and the great abundance that is going to happen for you this year. You don't understand. This is going to be big. The little things you're going to do and the big things that you're going to get are like out of proportion here in a very good way. So like, just take it easy, do small little steps, and you're going to get so many big things. To translate this energy for you, let's take a look at your 26th hexagram. We're going to be taking a look at that in the guidebook to read about the 26th hexagram as we've done with the other piles. So the harvest, this is what your card looks like up close. Harvest and saving. We were just talking about saving and paying off debts from this card here. So the harvest hexagram is number 26 in the I Ching. It's made by placing the mountain sign above. Oh, look, we've got a mountain. Wow. It's made by placing the mountain sign above the heaven sign below. Kind of reminds me as above, so below. Anyways, this hexagram is about saving, holding back. Isn't this crazy? And being smart with resources. It's crazy how the cards just are synchronistic. Here's a quick look at your luck, money, relationship, and health. You know, it's only 2-3 sentences in each, so let me show you in case you're curious. The overall picture, you've got harvest is about growing little by little. Didn't we just talk about little by little here? Crazy. Harvest is about growing little by little every day by being honest and bright. It's like when those who have power value and lift up good people. It also means it's good to control our actions and wants. Absolutely what we've been seeing. So fortune. Saving and storing your money is better than spending it right away. It's like taking care of good people or putting your money into things that can grow. So guys, every effort that you put in when it comes to your money this year will grow exponentially for you. Paying your debts, it's going to help you pay your debts. Want to save, want to invest. It's the perfect year to do that because look at the results here with the Page of Pentacles. And remember, Page of Pentacles means that's just the beginning. You know, it could be a year that prompts you into making great wealths moving forward. It just begins it for you, propels it for you. Right, relationships, we've got in harvest, there's a feeling of moving forward, like a horse running or wheels turning. This might mean relationships are going somewhere, but it's also important to be watchful and careful. So great year for relationships, obviously moving forward, but you just got to be careful, right? How it moves, especially if it starts moving quickly. Health. Harvest doesn't say much about health, but because it's about holding back and balance, it might mean staying healthy by being balanced and not going overboard. We've also noticed that. To sum it up, harvest says be smart, save up, and use things at the right time. It's also about always learning and growing, especially when things get tough. Beautiful. I love how synchronistic this all was. And I love how your guides wanted to give you the tea, the energetic tea to your year. The chit-chat about how this year could definitely help you bring in so much harvest in all the different areas of your life. And there's a lot of talk, as we discussed, about, refrain. Let's go back to your success. In your case, it looks like there is great success and wealth happening, which makes me feel like you are going to apply this advice because the cards of the tarot, they show you the energy of how you're feeling today, what you are thinking about doing. It's the reading your energy of today to look into the future. So it looks like you are going to be applying this. Look at the star here. There's something about popularity, your reputation. You're going far. People wanting to work with you. There's definitely something about you being a star this year and making a lot of money and living a good life. So are you going to be working hard and taking all the measures needed to create your dream? Yes, but at the same time, you're also going to live a great life this year. So let's get more information about this particular part, specifically this particular prediction, which was important for your guides to show you in your year. What do they want to tell you about this part that we're seeing right there? Like, Yeah, we were clear exactly what we wanted to tell them. Woman of currency. This is the Queen of Pentacles. This is not like living the life. This is not even raining money. This is like being super wealthy. This is like money comes super easily to me, no resistance. So, guys, this is if I were in your place, I would definitely make use of this year financially. 8 of Cups. Refraining. We keep getting this refraining idea, right? The phone's ringing and no, not picking it up. Whether this is because you have to work and stop picking the phone, or you have to stop picking, you feel like you should stop picking the phone on the wrong people, whatever this means for you. And it doesn't have to be the phone, of course. 6 of currency, I mean, that's it. This is so clear. Look at all the hands giving you all this generous opportunities and money. Unbelievable. I think the cards are clear. There's like your guide saying, Reem, there isn't much to like show here that wasn't already clear. You know, pile number 3 is gonna get a lot of money. That's what's up. So I guess enjoy that to the fullest. Just refrain from the things that you need to refrain from this year. Make the best out of your year. And this year is going to be giving you specifically so much money, so much success. So you're going to be spoiled. You're going to have great experiences. You're going to love the type of success that is happening this year, along with the surprises that are going to happen. This is your year of harvest. Make the best out of it is exactly what I see your guides wanting to highlight. And my dear pile number 3, yeah, this is exactly what I see in your reading. I truly hope you've enjoyed it. If you have, please give me a thumbs up. Subscribe to the channel so that you never miss a reading that I upload. And my dear pile number 3, I'll catch you in the next reading.